ready when you are.
I hit it already.
I can hear a click. Welcome to the Scale Builders Guild.
Harleydesigns. Son of a... I said the wrong one.
Yes. In your face. Welcome to the channel. Welcome to Harleydesigns.
Yes. Hello, everybody. I hope your day is going splendiful.
Smashing. It's Wednesday. It's episode 70. Not 17. 70. 70 weeks.
That's a lot of them. That is a lot.
That's a lot.
Today we should talk about the Scalies.
Yeah, let's just do that.
We said that we were going to last week. We definitely need to this week. That is important.
Yeah, it's sort of key because it's coming up.
It's coming up. That date that we definitely put out there. Of when they're going to air.
The imaginary date of the airing of the imaginary awards show.
Exactly. We should make a list of the imaginary categories we come up for this imaginary award show.
I'll get myself a pencil.
That's good. You should do that. I didn't bring in any of my mail call stuff.
Oh.
I need to do that too.
All right. Well,
I was very busy when I got home.
It's been a busy couple of days. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, I haven't been home for very long. But
well, it's only 6 o'clock there.
Yeah, exactly. But I got home, and over the last couple of nights, I've been working on some metal stamping stuff. So last night, I printed the bottom half of a stamp, and this morning before I left for work, I stamped the other part, or printed the other part. So I got home, and I was like super excited to go get it all, use my hammer and bang some metal. It was successful though. I posted on Instagram.
Cathartic, I think, is the word.
Cathartic. Yeah. You know what? Smashing metal was perfect for me today.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to do it.
It was absolutely necessary, and it made me feel infinitely better. On my drive home today, I was just
yeah. I was in a mood to I was swearing a lot yesterday. Yesterday was swear day.
So I did use my trusty hammer, literally trusty cook. You should use it.
That's a cook, right?
Yes, it did.
Okay.
But I used that to stamp. Thanks to Nick Trusty for sending me those.
Hey, John Roberts RC said we need to have Chili's margaritas when we do the Scalies.
Oh, exactly.
We should have
I'm green screening the Chili's behind me when we do.
That's a good idea. I will do that too.
And I will go get. Can you get margaritas to go?
Is that a thing? I'm sure you could make a margarita at home.
Not the same. I have to go get them and put them in a bag and put them in your purse, and then.
Sorry, whose purse?
A purse. A purse.
We didn't ask people to check in and tell us where they're watching from or what they're doing tonight.
Yes, tell us how your week was and where you're watching from. Were you ready to hit things with a hammer today when you got home?
Rate your week.
Yeah.
5 being a normal week. 1 being you need to smash stuff.
You don't think that's a 10? Oh, I see how you're going. See, I think of it as like a rage meter. Like I'm just in some sort of rage. So it's either a 1 rage, which is good.
All right, well, just swap that around then.
Yeah, 5 rage, medium, and then 10 is just
10 10's plaid.
I'm actually going to go on a spree with my trusty Cook dead blow hammer.
Oh, let's not go that far. If anybody is doing that, I'm dialing 911.
Brazen Scale had posted up in the comments here. He goes, "Hey, some dude named Josh ripped off your TRX6 speedrun thing." Because I had actually made a post in one of the TRX6 groups with some of the photos. And someone's like, "Copycat, Harleydesigns already did that."
Yeah, somebody posted my Shippy. Posted Shippy to like a Tamiya page where I had already posted it. So I was like, he already posted that. And then tagged me in it. I mean, it's nice. Nice that people are posting them.
Yeah, absolutely. And
did you get it up to 104 yet, though?
I have not. What is 100? Why is 104?
You don't remember? That was in the comments. The guy
exactly.
He's got it on video. He's got it on video. 104.
Yes.
That's one of the awards in the Scalies.
The 104 mile an hour award?
Who got their Texas TRX6 up to 104 miles an hour? That guy.
I think 100. It should just 104 miles an hour. It just should be things that never happened. Like the HPI Venture wins the 104 mile an hour thing because.
Well, technically, it happened though.
Did it though?
I mean, people have them.
Okay, kind of.
I don't. I didn't get one.
Did you never own the
no
Venture?
By the time that it came out, I was so mad. I was definitely a 10 on the punching things scale that I was like, forget it. I'm not getting one.
But your 10 is only a 6 here. That's the thing.
It's actually a strong 5.
Yeah. The 6, what is it? 6.2?
Oh, what?
I think,
what the
version.
heck? Yeah. What the darn heck? HBI, you lost a customer. Ooh.
Let me tell you, you didn't miss out a ton on the Venture.
That's what I've been told. The people who have them love them. All right, I gotta get rid of this gum.
Your big league chew, because you just feel you need to prove that we are children on the internet.
Yeah, like we need to have any more evidence of that.
The only thing is that the only reason that it isn't proven already is because any self-respecting child would have eaten an entire bag of big league chew within the 1 hour period since they got it.
That's right. I still have some left.
Which makes you an absolute crazy person. No bag of big league chew has ever lasted longer than an hour unless someone was just like, this is terrible, I'm not eating it.
Well, to be fair, as a child, I probably would have finished it off in a day. But in my age, if I eat a whole bag of that in one day, I have to go to the dentist. These teeth are they're strong. I've never had a cavity, but I am sure now at this age, they're falling apart. Scott Oblander, thanks for the $1.99. My week, 9.9 on the scale.
Ooh,
that's a rough one.
That is a rough one. What? Ooh.
I'm sorry.
I'm just saying.
Ben goes, that's a great week, Scott.
You know what? You're keeping it off the rev limiter. You know, yeah. He's up on the 2-step right now.
He's getting all the plap 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 plap.
Ooh, Oscar C girl 10 still in lockdown. I get it.
Well, don't feel bad. You're not the only one.
True story.
Actually, you know what? Theaters are opening on Friday.
Hey, what do you know? You can go see Fast 9, F9.
Is that what they're calling it? Fine.
I think it's called F9.
Is that the one it's only about family now?
I guess. I love all the Fast and Furious, and all I've seen of this one so far is memes, mainly because Jesse Schultz, one of my moderators in here, has sent 4 billion of them to our mod chat. So much so that I think Alex and Phoenix were going to try and ban Jesse, but I don't think it worked. I think they were trying to. No such luck.
Yeah, it's hard once they don't have the responsibility in the chat, right? The mod chat to get. They're not mods in the mod chat.
Right, exactly. Suckers.
Yeah, family, Mopar. Is it all Mopar affair this time? They've done a lot of Mopar stuff in the past.
No, it's not, because I saw that there was a space Fiero. Somehow they go to space in this one.
No, they don't.
I swear to God.
No. I don't know.
With a Fiero.
I mean, that Herbs and Shure movie, that was pretty awful. I went to the theater to see that. And I almost fell asleep. It was so hot. Actually, I did fall asleep. It was so hot in the theater because there was so many bros.
There's so much testosterone.
And It got so warm that I was like, that's it. I got to close my eyes and have a little nap. And then I wake up and they're in Samoa or wherever they went. And I was like,
with some amazing vehicles there.
Is this the same movie? Because I remember, I feel like, because I was like delirious at that point. I was like, are we watching the next one already?
Did another movie start?
I thought this was like a trailer for another movie. Anyway, whatever. No, I'm not going to go see that. They're only at 50% capacity. So I probably...
Are you going to go see some sort of silent movie? I feel like black and white or silent movie. That I'm guessing for one of the two.
What?
Is it subtitles only?
Oh boy. It's, you know what? It's really hard to watch any subtitled thing in the workshop while I'm doing stuff. Because it's like, I can't watch that and saw things.
Well, you should just dremel them and watch them instead.
Then I could, yeah, true. This is totally true. Why don't I use the Dremel more often? I ask myself that question all the time.
I tuned in at the very end of your Tuesday live stream yesterday, just before, and all I could tell was that Matt was at a 7.
Yes. I was a strong Canadian 8.
I was like, Matt's a little on edge. I'm like, I'm going to have to go back and watch this stream.
Hey, like, why is he so upset? And then...
So I went back and I watched the entire stream today, throughout the day, different times. And mainly during my drive.
Good time to
watch. Because
you don't put on... Yeah, you don't need to see what I'm doing.
But it was incredible to listen to people ask, well, for one, the same question all the time, which that kind of happens. I get a little bit.
Yeah.
But just the some of the questions, like... I've felt it for you watching it in repeat. Like some of the questions people asked, I was just like, wow, they just think that there's I mean, it's not that it was your first hard body that you've worked with. So there was probably some,
right. That's true.
They probably think that they could really give you some tips, being that you're so new to it.
I figured, I'll go in with the approach that this is the way I do it. Might not be right for you. Works for me. If you want to use a Dremel, you can go ahead and do that. I mean, if you're, if you like cleaning up after you've done something, by all means.
And I mean, even I have modified a hard body in the past myself, but I too would not use a Dremel.
More stuff has come off, by the way. The hood is now missing.
Yeah, see, there's a hood missing now.
I've marked.
It still has the fender flares, or no?
It's got 3 of them.
3. I was gonna say I saw one missing. Okay, one missing. That makes sense.
And
Ravensdale RC, thank you, sir. Sad news, didn't win the RC Fuel Drive quarterly giveaway. They have a quarterly giveaway.
They do a truck every quarter. I also marked the center line, so we're almost there. On that.
Ready to cut. Yep. Good news. Have the locked up RC mystery unicorn on this list. What is? Oh, I think I have seen that. Which that is interesting.
Oh, John Roberts RC. Thanks for the 7.
How great my 250 RC Fuel Drive mystery box went. How could I resist?
Oh, mystery box.
That's a brave one.
That should be a Scaly too. We need to find somebody who's actually gotten something good out of the mystery box and they can win a Scaly.
Yeah. No kidding. Sorry, what was your other one?
John Roberts RC. Thanks for the $7. $7. Thank you for the Fun Haver build. Currently doing the same using a spawn body and Jason's Sure theme. Sure. It's great, man. I'm having fun with this. The spawn body is an excellent choice because it looks a lot more like what I'm going to end up with than what I'm starting with.
Right. It does. I had Moose Jaw paint up the spawn body for me in that theme. And it looked fantastic. I don't have it here to show. I have it, but it's around.
DK just goes, "Hey, I'm late. Is that the Trex's body?" Which was another question that came up a lot last night.
What are you doing with that body? The funniest thing was that the question popped up so much, and towards the end of it, Like someone else popped in. What are you doing with that body? And you're just like, I love when people come here and they don't look at the thumbnail or read the description or what.
I was definitely 7.
Yeah. The Carolina Ghost. Thank you, sir. Yeah, people were saying dump crap to Matt's live feed last night.
I don't know what it was, but it must have been like the thumbnail appealed to a broader market than I usually would have on a live stream, I guess. And
it was so foreign
despite that, despite that thumbnail being attractive to people, they didn't read any of the words on the thumbnail, or I don't know. It doesn't matter. A Canadian 7 is almost not saying sorry. That was good, DK. Thank you.
I'm sorry you're an idiot, but
sorry for driving so close in front of you. But you know what? Zen, do a little meditation. Do you read on YouTube? Yes, Wes. I mean, there are words there. I'm reading right now. Hi, I clicked on this YouTube channel. What is this?
Can you give me a brief personal synopsis of yourself? Just the whole thing. What would you say you do here?
Well, you know. Oh boy. So do you have things for mail call?
I do. I think. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember.
Should I start?
You should. I'm going to, unless they're interesting, and then I'll look at yours first.
Well, I don't know. You can be the judge of that.
Hold, please.
All right. I'll let him go get his stuff. Where am I? What's going on? What's in RC? Why am I here? DK, I am accepting submissions for moderators. It's pretty fun to be a part of the mod chat, that's for sure. The amount of times last night I held up these pictures too. I'm building this. Oh man. Although the cuts are going well. It looks like it's going to be not as complicated as I previously thought. What I am going to do eventually, and I think it probably will happen sooner rather than later, is I am going to have to chop the top and lower it all a little bit just to get the distance between the cage and the body working a bit better.
I made it.
Oh, you're back. Not just the me show anymore. By the way, Josh, if you weren't sure, I'm building this.
What is that? Is that a pre-runner?
Yes. Yes, it is.
John Roberts RC. Moose Jaw's spawn paint job on episode 50 inspired me for the fun haver. See?
Hey, all right.
It is a solid little choice.
You know what? Everybody can be a mod. I'm gonna make everybody on here a mod. Was there a stream last night?
Mod chat's gonna get lit.
It'll be.
Look what I got.
Hey, those arrived in the this snail mail.
In the postal service.
Are you going to share them with your friends? I mean, I guess share them with people you know.
Yeah, I'm going to. I'll put one on my Axialfest Wraith. You know.
Oh, sweet. Which one are you going to put on there? The blank one?
I said I would drive me.
It's a good choice.
Yeah. So I think that's the first one.
Ken
Venturini. Venturini. I made up my own name just because of last night. Lol. I saw.
Hey, that's supposed to go to me
from last night. I know from last night that said just cause.
Just cause. Moose Jaw said, Matt, welcome to the world of the frustrations of being a teacher. Yeah, I kind of got that impression last night. But do your students go, well, I've actually got a better way?
Actually,
Mr. Jaw. Excuse me, Mr. Jaw.
Oh, yes.
Did I see Seafart Fire Truck in here somewhere?
Yep,
He
I
is.
saw
Hello,
someone today.
Seafart Fire Truck. There's got to be an award for him or them. Sorry, I don't mean to assume. I mean, my audience is 99% male. Actually, that's not true.
Yeah.
I think it's like more like 95%.
Yeah, I think it says. But
Aussie RC girl and RC girl.
I think that 4% of that 5% is people using their mom's account.
That's how they're getting around it.
I think we scare the rest away.
Josh needs Matt's shirt, but better. Huh? This building is better. Maybe I should do like building it, but better.
Uh-huh.
All right, let's go. Mail call.
You want me to go first? Okay.
Seafart Fire Truck confirmed himself.
So here's my
Faijan?
one of my next kits. Front wheel drive, TCR, MST. And Honda Civic hatchback body.
94.
That's an EK, so I think that's later.
Oh, that's too bad.
So I do think they make an EG, which is earlier, but I told Moose Jaw,
who's painting.
Like, what are you thinking on that body?
Yeah,
obviously. He's like, what are you thinking on that body? I said, something shitty, something real, just
messy. I've got a lot of examples up here, Moose Jaw. If you need me to snap some pics, let me know.
Exactly. That should not be a hard thing to find inspiration photos of.
Well, but they're pretty they're pretty exceptionally shitty here, because what happens is, Larry goes out and buys the body kit, and he lowers it, gets the teens or tine springs or whatever, and the sticker on the side, and puts a shocker sticker on the bumper, obviously. And what happened? I hope that's not your shocker. Live long and prosper.
I can do it with my left hand. I can do it with my right hand.
Anyway, and then what happens is, it's really nice for one summer, but then winter happens and it gets rusted out to shit and it falls apart and it looks like garbage. So there's tons of those here.
What do you know? Who remembers Sean Carlson or Steph Papadoc? Who are these people Ben is talking about?
I don't know any of those people.
I bought some Hoons.
Did you get whites or silvers?
Silvers.
All right.
I didn't even necessarily know that there was two different.
There's 3.
Really?
Yeah, there's golds, silvers, and whites.
So
does this mean you're finally going to run your infarction again?
True story. More brass.
Sweet. What is that for?
The brass? Let's see. Oh, they got more brass. Yeah. Oh, this feels heavy. Yeah, there's some more brass. Hub carriers and some back portal pieces. I got a bunch of charge leads because I just didn't have like all of the ones that I needed just in case. There's some more stuff in there, but it's all meaningless.
Oh, Papadakis, he's a noted Honda tuner who was first to break 8s with a front-wheel drive car. Hey, your Mad Van's there. All
the
right.
Mad Van finally came.
Now we can do this.
After being lost in FedEx for 2 weeks.
Vroom, vroom, vroom.
So yes,
I'm crazy. I'm a Mad Van.
I'm just going to put an 8 on the side of it. Just an 8. Not
strong 9,
furious, but
9.9.
Mad at least. So yeah, finally showed up. Kind of a nicely detailed little body for such a bashing vehicle.
I know. The mirrors, first thing to go.
Oh, I know.
And then the bumper on the front or the back. Those are next.
The back might be a little protected with the wheelie bar. But yeah, the front stands little chance.
Yeah. I can't wait to bash it. Bash it good. I'm going to use my ramp and everything.
Wonder Twin powers activate.
It's nice to have the same stuff.
It is. Oh. That's most of the stuff. I think that there was more that I forgot, and it doesn't really matter.
Primetime RC just sent me $5. Thanks very much for the beef jerky. Thanks? ? Can I send it back?
Scott O'Blander.
You're welcome,
thanks, sir. Says calming down thanks to your. I don't know how to say this word. Jocularity.
Yeah. Jocularity.
Okay. I learned a word today. Suggestions for a Class 1 body using a VS410 chassis, Stealth X transmission, AR44 axles. Class 1, it seems that the RC four-wheel drive 4-door Mojaves are popular because you get more points. You can get the bed, you get it short. Yeah, I think that seems to be a good choice. Bob the bed, obviously. Get it to a reasonable wheelbase. Yeah, that might be a route I go. Either, if I was to choose one, I would try and choose one that I could get 4 foam seats in comfortably.
Best worst interior award. Sorry, I'm writing things. Jocularity. John Schultz. What did you miss? Well, I've been cutting up a Bronco body.
What is this body? What is this body?
Is that Traxxas body?
Dale C. sold the condo and bought an adult-size home. Dude, congrats.
Yeah, that's great, man.
I'll have my own space, 10 by 20-ish. How should I build it out? Get to build a crawler course outside. Man.
Oh, gosh.
So this room that I'm in is 10 by 13. So it's not, but it's also not organized properly because I was really concerned about how the view on camera was. So 10 by 20, you could probably do some pretty nice stuff on.
Especially if you're not filming yourself.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've got a 10 by 8, so not much better. Travis told me that my van should be called the Slightly Irritated Van. It's good.
And our 16 guy, random question. When did the Vanquish Beadlock bullet brass weights come out, and what's the history of them? Those would have come out, let's see, the first revolvers came out around like 2009, maybe. The Dirty Harrys, I believe, are when the actual bullet weights came out. Those would have probably been 2010-ish. But yeah, the revolver was the name of the first Vanquish wheel that had the slug style in it. Since it was 6 holes or slugs in it, looked like a revolver. So then the next version of it, the name progressed from revolver to Dirty Harry. Therefore, we can make these look like a bullet. So they milled it and pressed in the primer looking cap. Fun fact, if you were back in the comp crawler days when those were popular, they made flying on an airplane slightly more interesting when you were trying to go through TSA.
They're just bullets.
There was a lot of us that were like, "Hey, we're gonna be flying to the event this time. Let's change out the brass bullet weights to the stainless weights.
Let's make it look so they don't look like bullets anymore."
Yeah.
Ben Benavides wants to know, what does it take to be competitive at Axialfest Concourse? That's an excellent question, Ben, because the criteria...
Here's what it takes.
Here's what it takes. Don't listen to anything Josh says.
I was a judge last time.
Yeah, I think they felt bad for you. It was a mistake. Shh. They're like, you know what? Throw him a bone. He's here. He brought the wrong pop-up tent. He already looks like a fool.
Axialfest. Thank you.
They couldn't forget that. Anyway, It changes all the time because every year there's supposed to be a theme, and I think they've kind of tossed the theme out the window for the last couple of years, I think.
Yeah, like they've kind of got rid of the theme in any sort of like
Meaningful
dissipation
way.
of information about what's going on.
Right.
Like they've got rid of both of those things.
What was the thing you said?
Dissipation of any information
Oh, right.
about like
Yeah. They don't tell anybody anymore, I guess.
they don't like to put any of the info out there real easy to find. You got to watch a live video.
Like words are tough. No, but there are certain categories, and I don't know what the categories are quite yet for Axialfest, traditional Axialfest. They already done it for the East Coast one there in Badlands. But take a look at those themes or those categories, and then try to put a build into that theme. I, as a former judge for the last, I don't know, I didn't get to do it last year or the year before that, but 2015 through 18, I always looked for hard bodies. I looked for things that were original. I looked for a unique aspect, whether it be a motor or some kind of interior item that was a little bit in keeping with the theme, but also was really interesting or unique or handmade. So yeah, I mean, I think a good looking truck that's good and scale accurate, that's always going to get you points in my book.
When I was a judge more recently than Matt's talking old timey stuff at this point, really. But
my day, we didn't have.
I agree with most of what he was saying. However, the whole theme thing, I never really paid any attention to.
They broke it out in those categories, and there was a whole category for that theme.
It was like last time it was 1922 SCX24. I think there was specifically a Wraith bomber class, and I think there was like a trailer class or something like that, or like.
I sent revised ideas for the actual like breakdown of each category. So I'm hoping that actually I had some really awesome ideas that we sort of like were noodling with. I don't know if it'll get done this year, but maybe next year when I go again, we'll make it happen. But we were trying to figure out a good way to make it a little more interactive, because once you've kind of like placed your truck there, you don't want to sit around for hours while people are, hemming and hawing over who's going to win what. You want to go out and hit the trails. That's the whole point of being there.
I mean, it only took us like 15 minutes to choose all of them.
Is that all it took? I feel like it took hours.
Not when we were doing it. It was me, RC Girl, Josh from RC 4-Wheel Drive, I can't remember if there's anybody else there with us. It might have just been like us three.
All right, good job. Sure, you nailed it. But yeah, I'm kind of
such a dick.
Great job. Sure, you nailed it.
You didn't even look at the proper styrene execution.
It was like the Simpsons episode where they're trying to pick a winner for one of the things, and he goes, "This individual showed all the best characteristics," and they're like, "Were you talking about me?" Yeah, sure. That's a great looking truck. Were you looking at my truck? Yeah. Here's your trophy. Stock deadbolt does it.
You should know better.
I should know better. But yeah, there's different categories in the virtual concourse right now. But what I was sort of suggesting, and I would love to see this actually happen, is a live stream where it's sort of like a Barrett-Jackson auction, where the cars drive up onto a platform and there's camera on it so you can actually see it at home. And if it's like a really cool one, they stop that guy and you chat with him for a couple of seconds and get to know all about the truck, and then off to the next one. It'd be really fun. It'd be great. It'd be interactive. You get a lot of chats.
I can just imagine like the guy coming across, like, just keep going. Keep going. Like, oh. No, just come on.
No.
Come on.
No, I think what you would do is you'd get like the top 5 from each category to go up and do that. thing.
Okay, I'll give you that.
Not everybody. Oh my gosh, it would take forever. But that would be cool. It'd be a lot of fun. I'd love to see that.
Ben, I think the Woods Runner would have a chance.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think so.
Yeah, because custom
Especially
work.
I'm gonna choose.
Oh, jeez. Custom work is what I'm always looking for.
That for me as well. That was definitely it. Like there was one guy there last year or year before, whatever, was super pissed. Like actually pissed. Came up to us afterwards and was like, "You didn't even look at my." I'm like, and it was just a car with a paint job, nice paint job, but it was just a fairly stock looking vehicle with a nice paint job. Like, okay, but it's just a nice paint job. Not to underestimate the difficulty of paint, but I mean, I understand like how many hours it takes to do a nice paint job.
How many minutes it takes to really lay down a good paint job is pretty spectacular. But yeah, that was a great question, Ben. I'm really disappointed that I'm not gonna be there again. Because why didn't I go in 2019? Did I just decide not to go?
I really don't know why you weren't there.
I can't remember.
We weren't
why.
doing the live feed then, so we can't go back to the.
Can't go back and figure out why I didn't go.
Yeah. So yeah,
that's weird. You know what? Maybe I think I decided I didn't want to go, and I did that road trip with Richard, and we went off-roading instead.
When you went to Pennsylvania?
Yeah.
Was that because it wasn't at Cisco and you didn't want to deal with?
Yeah, probably.
Trying to figure that all out? Okay.
I didn't want to stay with you.
Right.
Because I knew that's what it would come down to.
Right, exactly.
You can stay with me if you want. I've got some pretty big bedrolls.
I was staying in the Mazda hotel.
Oh, the Mazda.
But I did
miss the Ramaza. The Ramaza.
Yes, the Ramaza Inn.
That's good.
I did miss one from Dale C. Acre and a half. If you have an acre and a half, I think you need.
Oh, you got to build a track.
Need a tractor. Got to have a tractor with a loader in the front. Small one, but
just enough to move some dirt around.
Yeah, I think it's a must. That's yeah.
Perry G goes, Josh. Oh wow, great paint job. This looks like you painted indoors.
Wait, is that like a good thing or a bad thing?
That's bad.
What? I know the people who paint inside.
Well, yeah, but they have like hoods and vents and fans and stuff.
I'm saying, I would venture to say that some of the best paint jobs happen inside.
Well, a proper it's like obviously.
You know, like
a proper paint booth is indoors. Moose Jaw says, went to Concourse. Judge immediately says, well, I love Chevys, and picked every Chevy. Was that it by the fire, Moose Jaw? Because despite my propensity to choose a Toyota, I would choose just about any truck.
Right. I mean, I only picked Jeeps, so that's
weird. Oh, I got some stuff too. I forgot about mail call. I got all wrapped up in stuff. Shocker, I got some more wheels.
Yes.
The gold. I love gold.
They're so good.
They're very gold. They are great.
I put them on this truck and I was like, oh, that's not going to work. But the green and gold looks so good together.
Yeah.
And then I realized that I had put green and gold on my Ultra.
I went extra gold. I went
you did.
Gold as you could.
That's gold.
Because
gold.
I liked how they looked on these ones when I put this combo together that I haven't used on anything yet. Hold on. Stand by. I put this trencher combo together with a method something or other in there. I don't remember which one. It doesn't matter.
101s.
101s. And I like the rings on that one too. And I use the brass centers, so it's like all that gold.
Well, and I used the GR8 scale hardware on the outside.
That's great.
Great.
So did I. I got all the scale hardware too, obviously. I bought more of it
Yes.
too because you can never have too much. Let me tell you. And to go with those, what else did I get? I got a bunch of the scale hardware here.
Obviously, a good choice.
Got one of these rubber parts tray doodads. I like these big stickers you got on here. These are nice.
Yeah, you
Good
can tell what it
looking
is that way.
stickers. I know exactly what it is.
Oh, wow, that's parts tray.
And how big it is.
Yes, exactly.
I got blue because black I think will just show the dirt. What else did I get?
Yep, got yourself a pit mat. Now, not great for video because it's dark.
Right. Not great for anything then, because I use an X-Acto blade an awful lot, and I'm pretty sure this will get cut to ribbons. So
yeah, if you're cutting things like that,
I can use it as a yoga mat.
Perfect. That's what our nephew, his logo mat is a Vanquish. So
I also got some of these cool ass wheels.
The new Roswells.
Yeah.
Yep.
These are awesome looking.
They really are kind of just a different style.
Yeah.
I mean, they're new wheel design from KMC.
Right.
We did.
But they're made to look vintage.
Yes. They did.
It's a VP bedroll. That's what that is.
Yeah.
That's so cool. But there was one thing about this that I think this must have been made for me.
I'm paying attention.
Okay. These are metal wheels, right? Yeah. Okay.
Correct.
Yeah. But the one thing about it's on the packaging, and I was like, were they thinking of me when they made this packaging?
Oh, when I put the ruler on the back?
There's a ruler on the back of the bag.
Yeah. So when we were doing the bag, we were like doing that for links and all that stuff. And there's just so many links, and in the package usually it'll come out and it'll give you a little bit of information on the side. So yeah, we printed a little ruler on the back side of the bag.
That's pretty handy. It's going to come in really handy. It's in the wrong measurement format though. Like,
isn't it in millimeters?
It should be in squares, no?
So, walked right into that one.
Yeah.
Walked right into it. Jeremy Burris.
Whoa, hey, what's going on here? Joke?
Gave me $5 and then retracted his message. I mean, huh?
Oni says I should hang the mat on the wall over the water valve, but then the water valve won't be there.
Yeah.
It's the whole point of that valve.
How would we know if it's off or on?
It's currently on. Sam's Garage, thanks for the $2 reduce. Extra points for beard hair embedded in paintwork? ? Absolutely. Is it on the inside of the Lexan body or the outside?
Ooh. You know what? I can do both.
I'm sure you can.
I must do both.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Now on the Roswells,
yes,
the placement of the logo on the outside edge where it's laser etched.
Yes.
That was an interesting little thing that we ended up kind of going back and forth on, and I made a bit of an executive decision, threw it on there. I thought it turned out fantastic.
It's a little tight to the edge.
Yeah. Well, there's not very much room.
Well, then you shouldn't have put it there.
Has to be.
Oh, is that a requirement of the license?
Branding has to be on there for sure. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's that, or you include a center cap. If you include a center cap, the cost goes up, and it's this balance. Yeah.
Ben thinks that it looks like the brake disc is on the outside of the wheel. It's yeah, it does look a little bit like that.
Seen that in Scale World.
Yeah, that's Scale.
Quack RC, thank you, sir. Hey man, the 1.9 Wraith looks awesome. Axialfest. Yes, I'm glad. You know what? I was trying to just think of a good second rig to bring, and because my Ripper will be the one that I have a lot of work to do left on that I haven't started on at all, of course. So, but got this one all set up on Friday night, and I really enjoy these trucks.
You know what? I said I was going to get one.
And
then I chickened out.
And then you just didn't.
Because I realized I have no space for it.
I don't believe you, but okay.
No, I don't. Where am I? Well, I guess I could put it upstairs.
You've got like several really large, like trophy truck style rigs, right?
I do.
Where are they at?
Littered around the basement.
I bet you have. I bet you have room.
I don't know that I do. Quack RC, thanks for the $2. Dude, the Bronco is going to be epic. That's the Bronco that I'm building, not a Traxxas body. Hard body from New Bright. I've cut it up, not using a Dremel. It's going on the Element Gatekeeper, which I actually have right here in front of me. And there's a lot of parts on here from Artful Dodgers. Remember when I got that package in the mail?
Yes. The very nicely packaged,
extremely well packaged, designed products. Some nice stuff on there. I've got his shock hoop doodads there. It's a nice piece because it does integrate, and I don't need it here, but it does integrate the panhard mount. So if you wanted to replace that all one piece hard metal, you could do that. It's got the front skid plate on there and some protectors for your lower arms. It's a nice bit of kit. There's some more stuff coming from him to go on.
More stuff?
Yeah. Gatekeeper specific stuff. So it's going to be a pretty fun looking, a fun haver, if you will.
Yes. There's fun to be had with, therefore. Henceforth.
I thought of another category. Best non-ripper RC. And there's a lot of options on that one.
Yes, agreed.
Is that a Novak speed control? No, John Schultz, it's not. Spectrum.
I was like, Novak? What?
Yeah, I'm running a Novak
the
goat.
only reason the only reason I paused is because like somehow I could see it. You're just like, well, I had it, and I really wasn't thinking that I was going to go so fast, so I just felt like I was going to use this rooster crawler for this super rooster ESC. It's made to run 2 540s.
I don't even, you know what? I had a rooster somewhere, but I think I got rid of it.
You had a super rooster?
No, not a super rooster, no.
Rooster crawler.
Yeah, just a rooster crawler.
Yes. Which was nice that they were just not compatible at all with anything other than 2S, which was always handy back then. David Urban, thank you, sir. Just got a brand new Orange Wraith 1.9, unlike Matt. Tips for finding it in a crowd of orange wraiths.
Paint it black. Oh wait, no, there's a black.
It can be interesting to try and differentiate wraiths from each other. I do like the fastback modification. I haven't done it to mine yet, but I will.
I was going to comment that on the video that you put out. You didn't do that.
I will do that. Wheels and tires always help. A huge lift kit probably help you.
Oh, snap.
Oh, there it is.
What about one of those DK suggested LED antenna whip? Which I still have.
I'll give you that.
I have one of those still. I have a couple of them actually from Pitbull.
If you like the look of rooftop light bars, you could go that route. I'm not a huge fan. But a lot of people are. I'm not a big fan personally, but a lot of people are. I get it. Whatever.
Patina guy wants to know what happened to your 50K giveaway. He never received it. LOL.
Yeah, right.
Speaking of 50K giveaways, I gave it away again.
Yes, I saw
redrew,
and the winner this
Steven
time
accepted, and I've got it in a box. It's going out tomorrow.
Did you see RC Patina guy's latest etching project?
I feel like I did.
He like the swirly look etching. You'll have to check it out. It's on his Instagram.
I'll check it out.
Patina guy.
Say that again one more time.
Worth checking out.
Can you spell that for me?
No. Cannot to. So yeah, there's that. Did you get through all your mail call?
I think so. Yeah, I don't think I have any. I don't think anything else relevant came. Oh, well, I got that camera slider, but that's not really RC related.
Right.
Oh, my neck.
I definitely feel like I got something else.
Oh, yeah,
that
that is cool. How did he do that? Is that metal?
I'm not 100%. I don't know. I believe so, but I don't know.
That's dope.
He'll have to chime in with his
Or is it like
r-
Molotov and then he like drew on it?
Yeah, that's what I don't know.
You're not very helpful.
Yes, you're welcome. I'm glad I could just be here.
Didn't say thanks. Patrick Handlin wants to know our thoughts on the Ecto. Well, the Ecto is, I think it's just a gatekeeper with a different body on it, no?
It is just a gatekeeper without the cage.
Right.
So,
I have a review on the gatekeeper.
The things on the gatekeeper that I liked, I liked the little bit longer wheelbase because it's a 12.8 wheelbase rather than a 12.3. So I did like that. The trailing arm setup is kind of cool for looks. The trailing arms are so short that they're kind of a trailing arm, but it's kind of funny like that. I get the style of it though. So like, yeah, a little trailing arm.
Look at those guys.
Yeah,
Look at
little guy.
little things back
Little
there.
guy.
There you are.
Super tiny.
Yeah.
So there's that. I do like the upgrades that they made on the gatekeeper for the panhard. That was a much needed improvement.
Yeah, that was definitely a failure point.
Yeah, so they fixed that. That was a good fix. That kind of needs to just be put through on all of them because the first panhard design was just no bueno.
That said, even when I kicked yours across a fair distance, that plastic one held up okay.
It did. That was the Enduro, the first one. Sendero.
Dush.
Enduro, Sendero.
Enduro.
Yeah. And the as far as like out of the box goes, it's probably one of the best performing.
Yeah.
Like all the RTRs box stock lined up, Traxxas axial element. It's probably like if you were going to try and go compete through gates, it's probably one of the best as far as that goes. It's got a good stock servo.
Yep.
That's got a little bit of overdrive. Just as far as that goes. Now, as you go further, like there's some things about the element that it's got its own weak points, and it doesn't quite have the aftermarket that Axial or Traxxas does.
Yet, and that comes with time.
But it's catching up.
It's only been 2 years.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. But like SCX3.
Do you think it has a fair number? Do you think at this point, obviously, I think of those three, Traxxas has the most bolt-on options. But do you think that which one has the most of the performance upgrades? And before you answer, Lone Star RC Guy, thanks for the $4.99. For the Dremel Fund, I enjoyed the stream, even though I couldn't quite figure out what you were building. And Gunnar Nissen, $4.99, thank you for more Bronco modifications. And Gunnar, most of that jerky that I ordered is already gone. Rebecca loves the Korean barbecue. So hope that sticks around a little bit longer so I can order some more.
Gunnar, also, thank you. Here, just wanted to say thank you to both of you guys for the boost in jerky sales this past month or so. Appreciate the entertainment this last year. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Gunnar.
So,
Lone Star Sea Guy, I was building a Bronco on a gatekeeper. And I was cutting it with a saw instead of a dremel. But of those,
there's multiple types of saws you could use.
I know. I was told. But okay,
you ever seen a ridge saw?
I do. Yeah. I got one of those right here.
Kidding. Hey, we have.
Hey, saw buddies.
Didn't we talk about this random tool game we were gonna play?
Yeah, we'll have to get that one going again. JIS bits, right here. Got them.
You finally got them.
But of those three, the SCX10 TRX4, and the Element Miscellaneous, which one has the most performance upgrades, do you think?
I think that's a real interesting way to classify it. And I think at the same time, I would almost still say Traxxas.
Interesting. Counterpoint.
Okay.
I'm going to say the Element. Because so many parts from the SCX10-2 are a direct bolt-on to the Element.
Name 5.
Any axle.
Nope.
What? Oh, no, that's right.
False.
That is false. Transmission. You could put an axial 3-gear with a dig on there.
Entire axial 3-gear transmission.
With a dig.
Okay, that's 2. I'm going to give you 1 point for that.
Okay, fine. Hey, shock hoops? You could put your Vanquish shock hoops on there.
No, because you've got panhard mounts integrated in.
Don't worry about that. I'm going 4-link on this one.
That little guy? Don't worry about that little guy.
Go look over there. Maybe the Traxxas is the right one.
Yeah. So, and the reason that I say that is I'm not, and Stabby Josh was saying SCX10-2. I would agree but we're talking like current gen. I know the SCX10-2 is still sold and one of my favorites, but I don't think that I would call it, don't think I would put it in that same lineup. I think that almost anything that's available for an SCX10-3 or an Element is available in 2 or 3 or 5 ways for a TRX4.
That's said,
even if they're done terribly,
right? Because that's the other thing you have to think about is that they may be labeled as a performance upgrade, but let's be fair. Most of the stuff that is going on these trucks for the average RC consumer, they're not upgrades. They're not making the truck better.
Yeah, and honestly, that's one of those things that's just like, what are you gonna do? It's not worth the fight to try and, which brought me to a point, and I think something that's almost worth an edited video. It wouldn't get views for anything, but it's almost worth doing, and that is something I noticed by watching your stream last night, and that is just the amount of like vernacular that we use that is not understood by people who aren't into either full size or long or extensive knowledge of like the modified side. Sure. Like people don't know what bob or pinch or dovetail, boat sides, like so many things like that we use commonly. I think that just a lot of people are like, I don't know what the hell he's talking about. The other thing that when people were asking you 4 billion times about using a dremel, you kept saying, get away from you. I honestly don't think a lot of people knew what you meant.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Because, a lot of people just like, get away from you. Like, you're going to drop it? Like, but
it's actually going to
some
get
people
away
just think
from
that
you.
They're just going to take and like be able to dremel and not just make this globby, nasty cut. But people like, I guess they just haven't.
Because that's the thing is that as a great example, yes, totally. You can cut just about anything with the Dremel. And it's really great for quick, not necessarily finesse kind of cuts. It's a big cutting wheel. This one is anyway. You can get
That's the
smaller
good one,
ones,
too, the
obviously,
quick
but this
lock.
is a good one.
That's
The
the
quick
best one.
lock. These are the best. You spend real money on these. But
Yeah.
if you're trying to do like a really finesse cut, sorry, I'm just making a big mess here. But if you want to do like a turn like that with a Dremel, good luck. It's going to look like trash. So that's why I don't use a Dremel. And that probably was lost on a few people. And when I say it gets away from you or could get away from you, is that once this is spinning at a certain RPM, high, all of them, 30 on here, 30,000. If you're spinning at that kind of RPM, it's not cutting so much as it is melting on a plastic piece. And what'll happen is all of that melted plastic will build up around the edge of the cutting wheel. And then all of a sudden, your cutting wheel will want to not be in the place that it's in, and it'll skip.
Or it'll make it a super wide cut as it builds up and starts.
Right. And then all of a sudden, you've lost all that finesse and you've lost that perfect edge that you were trying to get. And it's really hard to build that back up. So something like that, sure, absolutely, you could use a Dremel, but I'd rather save myself the headache. But yeah, you're right. Terms and like sort of like some of the vernacular that we use, those are the sorts of things that could actually really benefit from some sort of video.
Yeah, it could. And it was something I was as I was watching it last night, I was just like, man, kind of need to put something like that together. And I've wanted to do that on a couple of different things and just haven't got to it.
Yeah,
but
it's definitely something just like, on the list. Maybe we could actually do a whether it be a live stream or not, we could actually do like some sort of video where maybe we collaborate and I record some stuff, you record some stuff, and then we put it on both channels. That way everybody sees it. But the fish just commented, "Oh man, I watched the stream last night and just tuned in now. Get over the Dremel, boys. Let the man work however he wants."
Exactly.
Thank you very much.
Lone Star RC guy. Thank you very much, sir. Gold Meth 105s arrived. Thanks. Time to build a truck worth having them on. I'm just saying, they're going to make any truck. It's like, hey, you can put them on anything. It's like, oh, they're going to look at the wheels.
Balding Towski said, just make sure you talk about what putting the thing on the thing means. I think I say that a lot.
Put the thing on the thing.
Yeah, I just putting the thing on the thing. The doodad on the whatchamacallit to connect to Kazoink.
Yeah.
At least I wore PPE. Thank you, Travis. I'm glad that made you happy.
You know what we could do, Matt?
What?
Is just an RC encyclopedia. Like someone just said, I'd love to see an RC encyclopedia series. We should just do that. But just we'll do it back and forth. We'll collaborate on it, but just go back and forth.
Yep. Today is all about the letter E. That's actually a really good idea.
Or about electronics this week, and then about terms for body modifications.
Yeah. Phantom Works suggested it could be a shorts, like we just do YouTube shorts or TikToks or whatever.
Yeah. People don't really hate those.
TikToks?
So, no.
Oh, shorts.
Shorts.
Yeah. TikTok, though. I signed up. Scale Builders Guild has a TikTok account now.
Oh. I've been there. Big fan.
Yeah, no, I know you are, but for all the wrong reasons. I'm sure you and Moose Josh share a lot of the same follows.
Just saying, I guess pretty good ones.
Sure you do. And the other thing Todd said is that people don't understand the ability to not interact when using a Dremel. Because it's not like you can look away or have a conversation.
Even so, like it would have, you could have done it if that was the right tool. If that was the tool that was just the right tool to use, you would have just done it. You'd have just come back to it.
Well, in fact, in the video I did for like a big, like for the body mounts on the inside of the hood, I'm not going to spend any time finessing that cut. So I just smushed them right off.
Smushed them off.
But Stabby Josh said, just remember the phrase, hey, if you know a better way to do it, maybe you should start a YouTube channel and show us. And I wasn't going to go there, and I wouldn't go there. That's not my vibe. I'd rather hold it on the inside.
Canadian way.
I'd rather hold it all in and blurt it all out
And
today.
message me 44 seconds after the stream ended.
I was like, is there something in the water today? Just everywhere? Moose Jaw goes, damn, is my name showing up too much? The trick, Joe, the trick, Mr. Jaw, is to just look at them. Don't like them.
Yeah. If you don't like them, then the algorithm doesn't know what you want to see.
So I don't know, man. The algorithm tends to show me anyway. Just go to search. Just search.
Psh, we got time for that.
What am I drinking? Tonight I'm drinking Ace Hill Strawberry Grapefruit Vodka Sodas. Delicious.
So, as Josh says, it's my YouTube channel and I can have an opinion.
Right, that's
like
how it works.
Well, I've got the microphone, so you're going to listen to every damn word I have to say.
Patrick also asked if either of us have ever had a Vaterra Ascender. I'm sure that if Rich were here, we could extol on the virtues of the Ascender platform. But
I know.
I owned 2.
I owned probably 4 or 5 total.
That's a lot.
Yeah, I had a really bad short-term memory. Because I'd get it, and then I'd be like, and I'd drive it and be like,
I don't
get rid of it. And then it'd be like, a new one would come out. I'm like, oh, I should get that. And I get it, like, what?
And then that weird Suburban thingy came out, and you're like,
I never bought that. The last one I bought was the Chevy, the yellow Chevy Ford.
Yeah, I put a Freaky Skings wrap on that, and then I forgot all about it. And Jim messaged me. He goes, "Do you have an Ascender?" I was like, "I don't know." Oh yeah, I do. He's like, "Well,
yeah.
Well, do you want some axles for it?" I was like, "Okay."
Yeah,
that was a pretty short run for those, I think.
It was.
Hung on to those.
Actually, they they're still available, but they were made for a very short time. Turns out the Ascender, it's not popular, and therefore parts don't sell for it.
Interesting.
So
I'll buy up the whole stock. I'll be your one-stop
I'll make
shop.
you a deal. How about unlimited rear axle shafts at the same time?
Unlimited sounds like a lot.
It does.
I would
love to ship them.
They were not the best vehicle. There were a lot of weird things going on in the Ascender.
Lacos RC says, I like the Ascender. Underrated truck. I'd have to disagree.
Respectfully.
I think that even though it doesn't have a good reputation, it's a bit overrated. The gearing was the worst.
Oh, the gearing was bad.
It was poorly made, and the design was worse. The fact it had less than 2-to-1 reduction in the axle, which right there already, you have a solid axle car with less than 2-to-1 in the axle. That is a worthless solid axle. It's just, and then from there, you just have a truck based around that. The chassis wasn't bad. It was kind of like beefy and adjustable, but everything else, like the drivetrain in it, it's just like, well, you started with bad, and now you can't improve because that's the last thing before it touches the ground.
The best news is, though, that adjustable chassis length made it into the SCX10-3 because Rich pushed it through.
Yeah.
He's like, I've got my legacy needs to remain intact. There has to be something Ascender in here. Oops.
Didn't the battery tray move with the front axle? Ben, it did, and that was like a cool function at the time.
Yeah,
it really was.
And it was it was so innovative, in fact, that Sorka outlawed it.
Yes, well, it was outlawed before the truck came out.
How'd that happen?
But because it was what they were outlawing was back in the day before we like ran lipos exclusively, or even when we did in comp crawler days, we mounted our lipo on the axle for weight. We'd run little lipos and we'd mount them on the axle of comp trucks. Not so they just like wanted to get that axed right away. No one's running a lipo on their axle.
Right.
So they said no axle mounted batteries. So when that car came out, it was already that's axle mounted. Get it out of here.
Yep.
Perry G, thank you, sir. Installing a TGH chassis on my SCX24.
Wow.
I switched over to SCX tonight after I finally finished the You stuck it out and finished the Orlandoo. Amazing.
Good for you.
Did you
man.
see the Orlandoo functional jack, Matt, in the scale news?
I actually put one in my cart.
I'm gonna have to. On my next order, it's gonna have to.
Yeah, I don't know why.
Because it's a 1/32 scale functional jack. Like,
yeah, I think that's probably the coolest part of it.
I know. And Gray Matter Fab. Just because I missed last Wednesday and Friday's stream. It's almost like somebody had a life outside of watching our YouTube channel.
That's uncalled for.
Huh.
Hey, if I'm going to be here every week, you have to be here every week.
Yeah. Listen. Man.
The fish, that SCX10 trans will not fit in an SCX10. Completely different rails, completely different design. I wouldn't recommend it.
Yeah, I also agree.
Yeah.
It's that's
Checkered Pass says,
the twin hammer. That was the other. Yeah.
Oh, the Twammers. Checkered Pass says, you realize Rich is crying hearing you bash his pride and joy. He's moved on.
Oh,
he's moved on.
Matt
oh man,
and I have a little
so
group chat,
merciless with him,
and we don't let up on him in private either.
No,
we're the same people in person and live.
He was showing off like some piece of like display stuff that he was like, oh, check this out. They used to have this display.
It was an old Vaterra like display, kind of like my shelves here. Like it had Vaterra at the top, and then it had like 5 shelves that were off.
I just said, what's a Vaterra?
and I said, oh, is that the top 5 best Vaterra builds of all time? And there's nothing on.
It was so good. He didn't like that. He gave us the finger emoji.
Yeah.
And not this one.
Yeah. Or this one.
Yeah. Or this one. Yeah. Or this one. There's a gap on the shelf, Ian Turbot or Turbo TT said.
I had my 1.9 Wraith on it.
Oh, yes. Okay, okay, guys. Should I get a Wraith 1.9? I know I don't need one. Should I just get one, though? Put it in the chat if you think I should get a Wraith 1.9.
Right? That's just...
And what color? Get it.
If you get the orange one.
I'm going to get the orange one. Bet you those gold wheels look pretty good on the orange, too.
1.9 or 2.2 Wraith, and why? There's only one answer to that, and it is absolutely 1.9.
Yeah, the 2.2 is a little long in the tooth.
2.2 Wraith, way long in the tooth. It was one of my favorite cars at the time, but for so many reasons, I would never buy one again.
I liked it when I had it, but then I got other stuff, and I was like,
I loved the Wraith, but the Bomber was everything I usually wanted the Wraith to be.
Yep.
So as soon as the Bomber came out, even though the Wraith was previously like my favorite RC, it was absolutely dead to me. Like, I never want to work on you again.
Same. As soon as the Bomber came out, I was like, yep, that's exactly what I wanted. Because that
never
works.
touched. I never worked on a Wraith again after that.
I had the original Wraith, which I put the Tamiya Bronco body on, which actually looked really super cool.
Is that the Traxxas body?
Yeah, they had a 2021 Bronco back then. It's crazy. And then I had the Spawn as well. Wraith spawn.
Yep. Did you have the poison spider?
That's the only one I didn't have. I did not have the poison spider. I had a bunch of bodies for poison spider, and then I did a Wraith kit as well.
Yep.
And then I had enough parts from all of the other Wraith builds that I did to sell an entire Wraith kit out of that.
Not bad.
Not bad at all.
The Wraith spawn kit, I had that one as well.
Mm-hmm.
That was the oddest. The Wraith spawn in general, actually,
Very strange.
was so strange. Like, it was just like they wanted to put out another Wraith.
Yeah.
But that was about all that they had on mind. They were like, okay, we're going to put this out there. Let's put a body on it. Done? Yeah, that'll work. Perfect.
Done.
And then they just did it. And then it got there and they went, how do you change a battery on this thing? Because the freaking spawn body, it was held on with 4 screws in the roof. Like, find the little shorty M2.6 button head screws that, for one, got hammered if you were driving on rocks. So, like, hard to get at. And that was the only way to get to the battery. Like, it didn't matter if you put it under the hood, if you had it in the back still. Like,
I mean, you could cut out the rear window, I guess.
I guess. But still, that would have been...
Yeah.
It'd been like trying to birth a calf. Like, it's like, kind of...
It's
get your hand in there.
You have to get that giant glove on that goes up to here. There's some great comments in here. At this point, why not? Not that anything has stopped you before. 3 pre-runners, ... I like my pre-runners. Or are they Baja trucks?
Trophy truck, T1 truck, whatever you want to call it.
TTs. Wraith, get the Wraith 1.9 and make a video so we know if we should get one. So Dana goes, so you have a 6x6 Cherokee, a half track, and a steam truck, yet you question the 1.9 Wraith. Yeah.
Justin Baker, thank you, sir, for your donation. He says, "Why are these live streams addictive?" Great job. Guys.
I don't know.
Because I guess there's just must not be anything. We must have just picked, like, Wednesdays, like,
perfect day for it.
Everyone's just the appropriate amount of beat down in their week that they just want to sit down and be like, okay, whatever. Like,
I'm just watching these.
This
two
is on.
For
like, fine.
2 hours.
But they're not so much looking forward to the weekend yet that they're like, I'm going to work on something else. Worked out.
Here's a Scaley award for you. Worst body released with a kit.
Oh, with a kit. I like it.
That's good. I'm writing all these down just so...
That's a good idea.
Because there's some good opportunities there. Hey, can we talk about the news for a moment?
We can, right after I read Stabby Josh.
Go ahead.
Let's comment. He goes, it's the Jerry Springer effect. It makes us feel better about ourselves.
Yes. I can see that.
Anyway, the news. Yes.
The news. That FMC Jimny? FMS?
Jimny.
Licensed Jimny. I think that's not... You said it was a 1/12th scale?
1/12th, yes.
Is that what it is?
That's what it said.
Huh.
Why?
Because I'm down.
Are you?
I love the Jimny.
Okay, but it's 1/12th.
I'm still keen. I want to see it. I like never mind. I like small things.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm keen to see it in real life.
Why?
Well, because I want to see the body first of all.
Okay. You think it's a hard body?
Oh yeah, 100%.
Okay.
I think it is. Because I think it's sort of
1/12.
Yeah. But the thing is though,
that's the worst.
No, but here's the thing. If it's 1/12th, like, I'm curious about the actual dimensions because the Jimnys are small. So if it's
So you're
1/12,
wondering if it's 1/12 RC, which might make it 1/10 Jimny.
exactly.
I agree. Jimnys are cool. I'm not talking bad about
No,
Jimnys.
no.
I think Jimnys are absolutely rad. So I am fully on, and I would love a proper one. Can I tell you? We'll get to it in a second. I'm fully on board with the Jimny. If you're correct, and it's actually 1/10, it's just a 1/12 RC, which is a good observation. Maybe that's great.
Yeah.
Maybe that's true. It didn't look very big, but it was being held
By a lady. A small lady.
A small lady. Well, we don't know if she's small.
She could have been 10 feet tall.
She could have been 4 feet tall. It's hard to tell sometimes. The placement of the logo on the wall made it sure seem like she was short.
Yep. Hard to say.
So
we'll hopefully.
He wants a 1/12 Jimny, but not a 1/9 Wraith. Dawson, couldn't agree more.
All right. You know what? To heck with all of you. I'm ordering one.
There you go.
As soon as I make
Don't
some
forget
space.
the 1/32 scale jack.
It's already in the cart. Miramac, what's the best leaf spring truck for scale looks and trailing? Marlin Crawler.
Only option.
Marlin Crawler, or maybe... Nope. I changed my mind. I don't like the Forerunner body. They mucked it up. They did it wrong.
The TF2 Forerunner version?
It's all wrong.
Is it?
Yep.
Oh, you talked about the window trim.
Front fenders are all screwed up.
Yeah, okay. Whatever.
Anyway, yeah, Marlin Crawler is your best choice for an RTR.
Yeah, agreed. Josh, ever have any interest in building a scale moon buggy? I did. I have a little bit, kind of a few times. If you go on my website, there's actually plans that you can build your own tune buggy. Are you all right? Words are hard today.
DK says that RC Mart has a great video on that Jimny, and it is a hard body. Cool.
Well,
check it out. Hey,
maybe you could cut it up and do a live video.
Yeah. Is that the Traxxas Jimny?
What would they say if they didn't recognize it at all? They'd just be like, it would just short circuit. Dremel!
Just Dremel it.
We're going to need a Dremel bumper sticker.
Oh my God, yeah. Definitely.
Yes.
Should have used a Dremel.
Chibs, not the Ibex. I actually have a specific asymmetrical moon buggy. But
Ty Giebel?
Yep.
He had one of those at East Coast Scale Challenge one year. That's what he comped with.
Back in the day. Yeah. That one was built back in the day by Wrecker, his name was, who lives on the western slope of Colorado. But yeah, he built some pretty cool ones back then. But the style of moon buggy that is, it's called asymmetrical, where the cage is actually kind of laid over on one side. Yeah. That used to be like the dominating style of full-size moon buggy. Now, Jesse Haynes Fabrication makes a moon buggy chassis that is kind of that's like what Pretty Penny is if you see it from... What are you giggling about? You don't like the lame moon buggy?
The Dremel has electrolytes. Lone Star RC guy, thanks for the $4.99. Here's an idea: get the Jimny and then make a confusing video where you cut it into pieces.
Can you do it? Just do a video. Oh, I would like to buy you a hard body and have you do another live video about just dead serious the whole time, but just making the most confusing cuts. Like a diagonal one across the top of the A-pillar area. But just do it and just keep
cut right along here.
More angles, please. Yes, like that. Yeah, across the roof, just right in front of the A-pillar.
Get out the circle.
Hole saw. Yeah.
All right, this is a pretty advanced technique.
Don't really explain it. Just keep talking about what you're just like. Okay, we're just gonna make a cut here. It's gonna be real careful. I like to use that. No explanation of what.
The best, just making all the windows slightly larger. Like just score and snap method. I would confuse so many people, I think. And make and Joe goes and make it loud.
Talk while using the Dremel. And what we're going on here is
there's like bits of plastic just flying everywhere. Oh my god. Hey, Tony CCXRC is in here. Did you see he's moving?
I saw his video saying he's moving. I did not see where he is moving to.
Oh, he's moving, man.
Did he disclose? Is it California?
I don't think he disclosed, so I'm not going to disclose for him. But
I bet Tony's moving to Florida. He seems like a Florida guy. All that monster trucking.
He goes, "Where's the best?" He's like looking at a map on Google. He's like, "Honey, where do you think all the best mud bugs are?"
He just goes on to monsterjam.com and see where the first one's sold out. Ah, going there.
That's where I'm moving to. Florida, monster trucks. What? That's what he just said. Carolina Ghost, thanks for the $5. From Idiocracy, instead of I'm baiting, it's I'm dremeling.
I'm dremeling.
The Dremelin Gremlin.
Aussie RC girl, thank you. I'm used to saying like thank you, sir. Aussie RC girl, thank you.
You could just say
very much.
Cheers, mate.
You haven't dissed JR yet. Wait, who's JR? JR Radios?
I think she may have mistyped that.
Who's JR?
I bet you J Concepts is what she's suggesting.
JC? Is R and C? They're not near each other.
That's true. Sad news, the Jimny is a 187 millimeter wheelbase. Dang it.
Yeah. See? Go web, Dremelin.
Go web, Dremelin.
He just had GO apostrophe WAY. Dremelin.
Dremelin.
Like gremlin.
Yep,
Dremelin.
That is kind of tiny.
Who shot JR? You got a Dallas reference.
That's pretty old school. Travis suggested, and Wes also just for the cutting up of a hard body video. He goes, just turn the chat off for that one. It'd be so confusing.
Brought to you by Dremel.
They're like people are trying to type. No, don't do that. Travis also suggested an air-powered drill with a compressor running in the background.
You should bring your belt sander in and just belt sand through. Just take the fenders off by starting at the front and just working back to them.
Oh my god. Cut it until it's bigger. It's a good one, Jeremy. Tony says he lives right next to Gravedigger's dungeon already, where he is now. That's in Indiana. Is he in Indiana?
No. He's in Virginia.
Oh, Virginia. What? Is he?
Yeah.
West Virginia? Or just regular Virginia?
I don't know.
Old son goes, use a wood-burning pen. Actually, somebody did suggest that you could use a soldering iron. I was like,
I did see that.
I mean, you could. Maybe I should do a video of like, don't do what Johnny Don't does, and do body mods, but with all the wrong tools. Get like one of those old timey drills where you have to like
Yankee drill. Yeah. A table saw. Yeah, Jesse.
Tony, I don't know anything about America. I know a few things, but I don't know enough to know that West Virginia wouldn't be into monster trucks.
Wouldn't it?
I see. That's what I thought.
That feels very Virginia to me.
He's like, seems like a class war statement. It's getting too political now.
Wait, is Virginia fancier than West Virginia, or vice versa?
I don't know. I think it's like shades of gray on that one, maybe.
Sure.
With no offense to anybody in West or regular Virginia.
I don't know which way it's offensive, liking them or not.
Yeah, for somebody who likes monster trucks, he sure is offended by the fact that he knows a lot about monster trucks. Oh, Tim RCC suggested I use a gas mask while I'm doing that video and instruct along with that.
That would be, you'd just wear it, just talk through it.
All right, so what we're going to be doing now is make sure you got your PPE on. We're going to be drumming right through this sucker.
See, but I have this.
Exactly. I have one too, but it's by my CNC router. So when I'm doing carbon fiber, I don't read the dust. Scott O'Blander, West Virginia is definitely not. I didn't think so. One of my favorite documentaries, done by Dick House Productions, is the Wild and Wonderful Whites of West Virginia, and it is fantastic. If you haven't seen it, it's on Amazon, I believe. Maybe I bought it on Amazon. Either way, absolutely worth the rent or purchase or whatever. Find it where it's streaming. So good. Done by Johnny Knoxville's company.
Oh, I'd also like to suggest Flying Cars. If you haven't rented that yet, you should definitely rent that movie.
That's obviously, that was a prerequisite for this stream, so we assume you've already seen that.
Flying Cars award.
Yeah, that's it.
Just for the movie. Oh, use a chainsaw and do the Ripper impression.
Digger's Dungeon is in North Carolina, it says.
Oh, is he in North Carolina?
I'm pretty sure he's not. Schultz just texted me. He says, please stop talking monster trucks. It's painful. We're butchering all of the monster truck things.
What I love about monster trucks is that none of the axles are locked. It's just they're just going, right?
That is true.
Yeah. Oh, wait. Is that true? How do they get them to do all those tricks?
I don't know. I can't remember. It sure seems like they have open dips.
Maybe they have a locker in them, though. Like they've got an ARB locker in there. They just flip a switch and the air compressor turns on. Locks all the axles.
Could be an air locker. Monsters use portals. Monsters don't use portals. They use planetaries.
Yeah, those are different.
Not a portal.
False.
So they are open.
John Schultz goes, false. He's proud. Am I wrong? The other part I like is when they're doing those tricks.
Mm-hmm.
Those are all remote control. The guy guy's not doing that.
He's already unconscious. The guy's just. It's actually Tony driving from the stands.
Look at that neck fly.
He's still got the GoPro on.
He's bobbleheading it, folks. He's bobbleheading it. He's got the FPV. Is that the F? Schultz is like, just stop, please.
No, they must run rear lockers at least. Schultz says, "What do you know?"
Huh. Interesting. At least.
At least.
The best part is that it's actually for children.
Jesus Christ. Our viewer numbers. I mean, yes, we all know Beef Supreme had the best monster truck. I totally agree.
I didn't even like that movie, but I remember that part.
70 weeks of this crap, Matt. Why do people watch?
I'm not sure. Is the muscle truck still Samson? Samsonite. Slappy.
What? I want to talk to Samson. Fly into the moon.
Hey, all right. You know that movie was filmed here in Toronto?
No way.
Yeah. We're talking about the same movie, right?
Yeah, obviously. Buttered stuff.
Butterscotch.
Great movie. Great.
Yeah, it's Sir Smoke a Lot was my favorite character, I think. The music video?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yep.
So, emptying the bags.
Most movies are filmed in Toronto, Alex says. Yeah.
It's true.
Here you go.
Yeah, most movies
There's
are
quite a
filmed
few
here.
there.
If they want it to look like a city in America, but they can't afford to film there, they just come up here. 15 cents on the dollar.
There you go. Save themselves some money. Oh my god. So I've got a little under 2 weeks before Axialfest. Actually, I've got a week and a day.
Boo.
Oof. I just realized that. A week and a day. That is going to fly.
Yeah, you better get your button gear if you want that ripper to be ready to go.
Well, the tough part is that I decided to have custom ripper panels done for the event. I should check if those are coming back sometime soon.
Are they what color did you get them anodized?
I didn't have them anodized.
Are they laser
I had
etched?
them. They are not yet. They could be.
Are they some
they are
sort of
Cerakote.
Oh, they're Cerakoted. I was going to suggest maybe that they were like a fancy like metal that's been what Damascus.
Ooh, that would be
these panels will kill. Psycho 13 Garage, thanks for the $5. Do they call the monster truck Bigfoot Sasquatch in Canada? They call Sasquatch. Yeah, it's Sasquatch here. That's true. Tony CCXRC, thanks for the $10. This is just because Psycho 13 Garage's question was great. Thanks very much, guys. Tony, you should save that money for boxes from Home Depot. You're going to need them.
Ooh, man.
Have you watched any of Tony's latest videos? Because he went through his garage, or as I like to refer to it, car hole. He's got a lot of RC stuff. I mean, I thought I had a few cars.
Yep.
I imagine it would be like what it would be like for you to move. Or like, say, like, for example, they got tired of you at Vanquish.
Right.
And they said, you can continue to work here, but you got to move all your RC stuff out of here.
Oof.
Yeah. That's how much Tony has.
That would be difficult.
He's almost Team K&K level stuff.
So I think what has saved me from getting to that level is the fact that I have moved once every 5 years, at least on average.
And you just leave stuff behind?
And I purge.
Oh, you do?
Big time. When I do. When I moved from Missouri to here.
Yes. Go ahead.
When I moved from Missouri to here, I bet I got rid of, like in terms of cubic yards of RC stuff, I bet like 3 or 4 cubic yards of RC.
Good God.
Yeah. Now, what were you losing your?
DK said Josh would have dumbascus panels. Pretty funny. It's good play on words.
If I had to guess total RCs owned right now, like just total number.
I don't even want to play this game. You win. Definitely.
Well,
because I don't think you sell off as often as I do, because you have more, space at your disposal.
Which is my problem, yeah. But I'm wondering if it hasn't peaked past 100.
That's a lot.
But so Axial, in the Axialfest schedule, they put in that they're doing a swap meet on Saturday morning
Sweet.
from 9 to noon. But my biggest problem was like
Oh, you
the
don't have any
fact that
space.
I didn't want to.
You bought a Gladiator. There's no room in there.
Done. You're so full of shit that you get rid of anything. And you guys got so much cars up that and you know how many cars are on the floor? There's cars on the floor than that has in his entire basement. Asshole.
Oh man, wedded bliss.
Yeah, the floor.
I'm gonna give Nicole $10. That's amazing. Tell Nicole that she's got $10 coming her way. Does she want it in PayPal money or Venmo or?
There has been an issue with the number of cars piling up. Not
Yeah,
gonna lie.
no shit, Sherlock.
That's what I was saying though. So my problem was like, I didn't know how I was going to take all that stuff up to Axialfest because I'm going up there Thursday. I was just like, am I going to be there Thursday, Friday, then like come home Saturday morning, load up an absolute truckload?
So the problem is you have
And
that
then
stupid
drive up
Gladiator, so you don't have any room to actually put anything in it.
I could put plenty, thanks.
Yeah,
But
a bedroll and
what-
a truck.
the good news is that A-Main posted that they are going to have a swap meet on August 7th. So I was just like, okay, now I don't have to worry about taking up. So I'm still going to take up stuff because obviously, but I don't have to worry about taking as much up. I can just take up like one load of stuff that I can take with me that I can, have at, at camp or at a friend's house that lives closer, whatever, without having to worry about it. So there you go. Carolina Ghost, best interruption ever.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Schultz said that Nicole probably knows more about
And
monster
CCXRs.
trucks too.
That was one. I don't know if wonderful is the word, but it
That was wonderful.
was a little loud. Uncalled for. I mean, sometimes you're not supposed to that's a fourth wall break. First rule.
Checkered Pass suggested a long time ago, send Nicole $500, have her spin a wheel that has all the trucks that you have in there listed on it, and that's what gets sent.
If I listed all of them, actually, like every RC, I would almost let someone spin that wheel. Because there'd be a pretty good chance you could land on one that was like a D12, two D12s, or a Panda, or a Dancing Rider, or 3.
You know what would suck, or what does
What?
suck, is that if I were to say, hey, we should do an RC swap meet here in Toronto, I would be the only guy there.
What?
Yeah, I just don't think it's big enough of a hobby here to have a swap meet. And, prove me wrong. If you're from this area and you think it's a good idea, we will definitely organize one, because I could definitely bring some bins full of stuff and do a little swappy swap.
So when they do it here in Sacramento, RC Country always did it. They would announce the day and all that. The problem with it is that people would start showing up the night before at like 8 and 9 o'clock at night to start reserving their space because it would get so packed.
Are you kidding me? All for RC stuff?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. They would
do
they would
that.
camp out overnight in the parking lot to try and claim their space
Craig,
just because of how much would show up there.
Craig, let me know when you're going to do your next one. I want to go. Because that would be a great opportunity for me to offload, not junk, but things I'm not using.
The stuff that sells the best, is sometimes just actual junk. Like there is a bag of the leftover plastic parts that come in a kit.
Yep.
$5. You got any more of those? I'll take all of them. $5. Like, this is
Wow.
like, that was it. So, yeah.
Jay Walker suggested that we could have one here in Toronto, but there'd be more lookers and kickers than swappers.
Dave Zilla thinks you could do it. I'm just saying.
Really? Maybe in that area. See, he's a little further out.
Where's he at?
Well, like 30 minutes outside of the city.
I'm going to drive an hour, 2 hours to A-Mains.
Well, maybe I
Now,
should
that's
send
the
you.
one thing I'm
Can I
worried
send you
about
some
there.
stuff?
I mean, you could.
And then you
I'm
just
telling you,
keep
you're not
it.
going to get what you wanted out of it.
Yeah. I'm not looking
But
for value.
the-
I'm not looking for value. I'm just looking for getting rid of it.
Yeah, I am a little bit worried about being in Chico, where A-Mains is going to be, is that there's not going to be as many people.
Mm.
So
They should do it at
It's-
Axialfest. Just add to the pile.
I know. So, and I mean, A-Mains, it's just open. It's just at the hobby shop there. So, but there used to be multiple here. It's just saying. So, but yeah, I'm just, when I saw them post it yesterday, I tagged Tony. I said, we're going to need your 20-footer. I just had to load up his enclosed trailer.
I got a lot of RC transmitter boxes I got to unload.
I mean, I do, but
I know you do.
yeah, it's painfully true.
Oh man. Okay, well, we didn't really get much of actual Scalies talk done. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 categories.
Did you have the Lloyd category?
No. What's that one?
Well, it doesn't really matter. Just has to be a category.
Lloyd. Okay, I wrote it.
Lloyd.
Wrote it down, Lloyd. We should see if we can
You
get
still
some
need people to
sponsors.
Alex, I still have transmitter boxes set aside separate from the pile. One for you, one for Phoenix. Those are in my garage. The other ones
Is
are
it
at
is it
Bank.
pick apart foam in there, or is it like already molded?
Pretty sure it's pick apart. I can't remember.
Hmm.
I don't remember. Maybe they're dividers. It's been a while since I've opened one.
John ERC wants a recap on all the Scalies awards, so I will do that here in a second. Jay Walker said also in Toronto and surrounding area there would be too many. I know what I've got, people.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's true.
I feel like Toronto people would be the easiest to haggle with.
I don't know.
Just Canadian in general.
No, I'm sorry. You can have the better price. No, I'm sorry. I'll give you more money. And then it's a stalemate forever.
No one can figure out what to pay.
I don't know. You know what? Let's just agree to disagree. I'll see you later. Oh man. Okay, so recap on the Scalies. So far we have the 104 mile per hour award. I'm not sure how we're going to judge that one. If that guy gets back to us, I guess.
Yeah.
Well,
he said he didn't want to post the video because his kids were in it.
Oh, is that what he said? I didn't see that. There was a response?
Yeah.
His kids are in it. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
he said the comment was that his TRX6 did 104 miles an hour on video with a GPS. He didn't want to post the video though because his kids were in it.
It's fine. He can send me the video. I'll blur out the kids.
There you go. We have an expert in After Effects.
Yes.
He can make a red diff cover black in a heartbeat.
Quiet.
Can't wait till you get to tell that story.
I know. I'm really excited about that, but I can't tell it yet. And it wasn't red. It was black. I just had to remove some stuff from it.
Okay.
Don't worry about it. The Mystery Box Award for the one person out there who actually got something good in the RC four-wheel drive mystery box. So if you are watching this and if you got something good, it has to be good. It can't just be, well, I got
I got some tires that all matched.
Yeah, I got
that's not good.
That's not good. That's expected. So let us know if you got something good in an RC four-wheel drive mystery box. Reach out via however you want. Comment on this video or whatever, and we will consider you a nominee for the Mystery Box Award. Best/worst interior award, which I'm pretty sure we already know who that's going to. It's the only rigged award in here. Best non-ripper RC,
Okay.
which really opens it up. There's a lot of options there. The worst body released with a kit.
Which is
good. I like that one. Worst RTR tire.
Ooh. Okay.
Which is pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
The Flying Cars Award, which needs no introduction. Allow myself to introduce myself. And finally, the Lloyd. Stabby Josh, I'm not going to call anybody out. He was suggesting the ugliest submission to Lightroom Live. There were some doozies that didn't even make the video.
Can it just be a lowest resolution award?
Yeah, you know what? That works. Lowest resolution. We can find that. Billy Reese said, I got a RC 4-wheel drive carbon assault in my mystery box. What a load of crap.
What?
No, he's joking.
I was like, wait.
There's no way.
I was going to say, yeah, I don't think they'd pay for that shipping.
Oh, best co-host or best host we've had on, or best guest we've had on the show. That's a
best
good
guest. One. Gotcha. Yeah. Yep.
Best guest award. All right. I like that.
Best
one.
Username. Can you guess who suggested that?
No. Wait, is it some sort of seagoing fire suppressant vehicle? That has some sort of stomach problem? Wes goes, is that why my photos never make it in?
The
Worst
Curb Appeal Award.
Oh, Curb Appeal. I like that one. That's good.
Yes. Yes.
We're going to have like video replay and stuff.
Ken here suggested Best RC Leak Award. I think we could just call that the Tower Hobbies Award.
Yeah. In honor of the Tower Hobbies. That's pretty good. I like that one. Best dressed. Well, no, that's pretty obvious. Worst scale non-functional item.
Biggest bedroll.
That would have to be a bedroll bigger than for two.
Which I think should count for more than one. If it can hold two figures, it should get 2 points.
Category Best Live Takeover Callback. Oh man, I think there's been so many it would be really difficult.
Yeah, that would. There's definitely some. We've got some to actually go through. Now, what we have to decide is how we're going to present these.
Well, obviously, we'll both be wearing a tuxedo.
I'll rent a damn tuxedo.
Oh, seriously?
Just saying. I have a nice suit at the very least.
I've got a T-shirt with a tuxedo printed on it. Does that count?
I mean, it kind of does. I feel like I should get one that's printed that way, but like the tie's loose. Still a little bit casual.
Jay Walker,
rather than just so formal,
suggested what the category. What were they thinking? But I mean, we've already got the Lloyd Award, so I don't think J Concepts should really have 2 awards.
Whitest Sneakers Award. Like,
oh wait, Just because I have an RC Corvette doesn't. Oh wait, I do have a pretty white pair of sneakers. Some guy was really upset about that video.
Oh, that was so good. That was
I'm pretty sure
best rude YouTube comment.
I've got a few.
Jeremiah, thank you, sir. Finally got to take my truck out without the body. The Reefs RC777 servo, butter smooth. Almost. Also, my 2-year-old is watching with. Well, say hello to your 2-year-old son or daughter. But got to take it out without the body. Why were you?
What?
Why were you driving without the body? Now I'm confused.
Oh shoot!
And why was that?
Kevin Nugent reminded us of the best comp stance.
You know what? I just saw that pop up here as well.
Comp stance. I almost forgot about that one.
Yes. Yep. Toby over here said that as well. Best comps. I mean,
comp
obviously
sure.
That's gonna go to me since
because I haven't had any. It's not just for the two of us, you know. It's for everybody.
I know. I'm just saying.
Oh, Ben, the best unsolicited mail call item might be those tiny paintbrushes. Where did those go?
I have the 3-wheeler from FAO Schwartz. Can't forget about that.
Oh yeah. I'll just put best mail call. Perry G, thanks for the $5. The Tamiya Award for longest running non-updated vehicle. Oh, wow. Wow, what could it be? I think it's probably Shippy. They haven't changed that thing since 1979.
I feel like awards can't just be facts.
No, it's true. These are more like they should be more comical.
Yeah. Like if we gave the Tamiya award, but not to a Tamiya.
Yeah, in the spirit of Tamiya.
Yeah,
but not
the vehicle most. The platform most in need of an update. The Tamiya award.
Yeah, or like platform most not thought out and over-engineered.
You're right. Which is hard to not give to a Tamiya. Like
it's
the
true.
CCO2.
It's the Tamiya way.
It's the Tamiya way. Best mustache. Psh.
I don't have one. All right, I think we've got lots to work with here, and we'll probably, Josh and I will probably come up with some of our own, so we'll surprise people with a couple more categories.
Yes.
But when are we going to do this? Soon? No, not soon. We've got some time.
We do have some time.
We've got other things we have to do. We have to finish RCPC. That's next on the list of things between the two of us.
Should I discuss my... So I tried machining the last 2 parts that I need for the RCPC again last night and failed again. But I'm going to go a different, well, not a different route, same route, but I'm going to go do it on a friend's machine because I've got a friend with a 4x8 router, Gately Audio, and I'm going to talk him into so I can just machine it on his, so that way I can just get it done without having to keep trying to do it in 2 ops on my router.
Yeah. Give that a go, because we should wrap that up for our non-sponsor sponsors on that one.
Yes. Jeremiah, thanks again. Body's not painted. Okay, I'll give you that.
Fair.
His son's name is Declan. Hello, Declan.
Hello, Declan.
Declan and Fox. Joey's chasing around the yard. Easiest way to get the kids tired.
His kid is named...
That is a good idea.
His kid's name's Fox.
Field operated control? What? Field oriented control.
Checkered Past. This is not a voting based awards show.
No, this will be very biased to
extremely
what Matt and I are thinking. We could just call them the Car Action Awards.
Who paid us the most this year?
Yeah. We're gonna have the best battery award.
This award is sponsored by Max Amps. And funnily enough, Max Amps won. Coming up next, the Traxxas Award. It's open exclusively to Traxxas vehicles.
All right. It's 8 o'clock.
It's 11 o'clock. You don't have to go home, but you can't stay here. Thanks
Right.
everybody for watching. It's been this has been a blast tonight. For me not knowing what we were going to talk about, other than the Scalies.
Needed it.
Yeah, I needed it too.
It was one of them days.
Heck yeah.
Best 1953 classroom chair. Thank you, Caroline.
Most
brought to you by Traxxas.
Yeah. Don't make fun of this chair. All right.
I didn't have my viewer activity.
Yeah,
open.
Chrome crashed on me, so I only have a few of you guys. But Perry G, CCRXRC, Psycho 13 Garage, Carolina Ghost, Lone Star RC Guy. I know Quack RC, Lone Star RC Guy again. Robert Johnson Niner.
Let's Justin Baker, Aussie RC Girl. We got Carolina Ghost, XRC, Jeremiah. Man, sorry. And Sean, thank you. Very last. Hey, HD. Live about 30 minutes ago, from 30 miles from the Whites of West Virginia. Live about 30 miles from the Whites. Wow. That is, man, down there in, was that coal country?
West Virginia?
Yeah.
Gunnar Nissen, thank you.
Gunnar Nissen as well. Yeah. I'm sorry I didn't have my viewer activity open.
Mine crashed. Sorry, guys. But thank you very much. Much appreciated.
Appreciate it as always, though. You guys were great.
Josh, you building that
Good
stupid
Wednesday.
front wheel drive on Friday?
I don't know that I'm going to. I think I may have Moose Jaw paint the shitty Civic first. And then maybe I'll get to that after Axialfest. I've got more Axialfest prep to do.
So Friday might be a ripper episode.
Friday is probably going to be
That's going to be a ripper of an episode, mate.
Yes. So, you guys were awesome.
Perry G, thanks for the $2.
rest of the
949, thanks for the $10. You guys are the best. Remember, friends don't let friends buy Orlandoo.
Don't hit anybody with a hammer.
Don't do that.
But if you do, use a trusty cook.
I'll be chopping up more bodies next Tuesday. Maybe free of explanation or comments.
Please do it.
Have a great night, everybody. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.
Later. Bye.
Love you. Bye.